The plot of Eureka seveN Volume 1 New Wave is very simple. That said, I thought it would be a good idea to summarize things a bit. If you would like to see the plot and game in full, I suggest going and watching my LP of it. If not, perhaps find it and play it for yourself. It's not a long game, but I think it captures the feeling of piloting the giant robots really well. For those that want a quick plot recap, here we go! Meet our protagonist, Sumner Sturgeon. He has no dreams or aspirations and only wants to pilot LFOs. Since he doesn't want to follow in his father's footsteps and join the military, he decides to join the military, but the part that pilots LFOs. His father does not approve of this. New Wave is a school that teaches military recruits how to pilot these giant robots. There, he falls in love with a girl at first sight, which we can tell by the weird pink void he ends up in. As it's still a school, he meets classmates Steven, Jillian, and Hookie. Steven and Jillian being friends of his from before, and Hookie also loves Rory and challenges Sumner for her love. Right before graduation, though, Rory mysteriously leaves. Sumner wins the graduation tournament and thus is recruited into the new Sawyer team, which was a prize for being the best. In this new faction, he meets comrades Sean and Pez, and immediately goes into a dangerous mission of stopping a gang in a cave, but not without meeting his hero Holland along the way. After their first mission, Steve and Jillian Hookie are also recruited into Sawyer team, which makes me wonder what the point of winning the graduation tournament was. They all go to Sean and Hookie's hometown because it has ties to the gangs from before, both of whom end up on different sides of this gang war, which we end up putting a stop to.
Damn it! That bastard!
Oh, shit.
Yeah, just fucking
Sniper?
dead.
Up there!
As the gangs are using military-grade equipment, Sumner gets to investigate the black market to find out if he can just buy the military stuff on the street. Spoiler alert, you can! After getting beat up by a couple of kids, Sumner is saved by a girl who is totally not Rory in disguise. She helps us comb the black market until we find what we're looking for, and then reveals that she was actually Rory in disguise the whole time. She has ties to the gang leader and helps us sneak in to collect evidence until he actually shows up and Sumner is asked the most important question of his life.
Hey, when you put on your shoes, do you put the right one on first or the left? I put the right one on. A normal person puts on the left! Okay, you little bastard. When you go to a cafe, do you order coffee or tea? I think I'd have tea. Choose one now! Coffee, all right? You shouldn't drink that stuff, it's bad for you! I'm sorry. When you eat a meal, do you start with the rice or do you go for the side dishes right away? The side dishes? You should savor the natural taste of the rice on your first bite, don't you know anything?
And then promptly reveals his love for Rory. The place blows up and the day is saved. Holland throws a mutiny, putting Sawyer team under suspicion, but that's okay because our LFOs can fly now. To show that Sawyer team is needed, we start patrolling a city that's supposed to be under Vodorak threat, and meet Moondoggy, a huge fan of Holland who is hoping to meet him. Holland is supposed to be coming to this specific city, so it's a good opportunity to catch him. However, Sumner catches whiff that Rory might be involved and rushes to the tower where he was let in by a girl who is totally not Rory in disguise. She helps us make our way up where she reveals that she was actually Rory in disguise the whole time. She reveals why she left and tells us her mission is to steal the Nirvash and deliver it to Holland. She also shows that the military was actually using the school as a way to steal the talent of pilots to use for themselves, which I'm not entirely sure is illegal, but our captain shoots Rory, so we decide to defect. We pilot the Nirvash ourselves and defeat our own team. As Rory escapes, we have a final showdown with our captain. Upon defeating him, we deliver the Nirvash to Holland and Eureka, and then are left stranded in the middle of nowhere. Thankfully, Moondoggy shows up to give us a lift. Our only goal now is to meet up with Rory again as we had promised. And that is basically the whole plot. There's a lot that did happen that this skips over, but it's mostly just character development and stuff. This is just the basic plot. Like I said, if you want to see the whole game, I have an LP, or you can play it for yourself. I can't imagine it's that expensive of a game at this point. Of course, there's always emulation and stuff as well. I definitely really enjoy the game, even though it's kind of difficult to kind of game. It's a thing. I still suggest playing it or watching it. Anyway, the video after this one is the first part of Eureka 7 Volume 2, The New Vision, so enjoy that! I'll see you guys next time.